What are the worst upgrades you can make to your bike that you're still going to consider doing to your bike, even though you know deep down it's not really worth it?
Well, man, that is exactly what we're going to discuss. Boom, let's do it.
I have no thoughts. It's a bolt.
Looks cool.
It's a bolt.
I'm running out of other good things.
Strength. I'm fuming about
Why?
this.
Why are you angry?
So, the following upgrades are still upgrades, but they don't achieve a vast amount.
Yeah, it's more a case of you kind of feel happier about making that upgrade rather than really thinking it's going to make a vast difference to your bike, which I think for the majority of people, particularly those that aren't racing, that's perhaps good enough when it comes to doing an upgrade.
Yeah, I guess so, but
Go on.
it leads us on to our first upgrade.
Yeah?
Super light bottle cages.
Right, okay. Let me put it out there. I'm going to stick my neck on the line. Super lightweight bottle cages. I know they're not like a great upgrade, but I literally always do it. I can't help myself. I get drawn into it. I go, look how light it is. Look, it's all carbon. And then I buy it or like whatever, and you're just like, it's not changed my bike.
No, I think they look good.
Yeah.
And if you are racing and you are trying to really, really save,
Like,
little
you've got to
bits of
really
weight,
be saving.
yeah, obviously, great upgrade. For me now, I could not give two donkeys.
Two donkeys?
Two donkeys what bottle cages I have on my bike. A bottle cage is a bottle cage. It's to carry a bottle.
I think, yeah, that is a really good point. And actually, let me give some examples here. So some super lightweight bottle cages, some are better than others. Some are actually really just crap at holding your bottle, which is like the fundamental thing that it's supposed to do. But there are still good ones out there that are lightweight. So the ones that I've typically been using more recently, the ones on my Pinarello, weigh 12 grams each, but I think they cost like 50 odd quid each, so maybe even more than that.
Why are
they weigh
stuff so expensive?
So get this right, they weigh 12 grams each, which is about the same weight as a £2 coin. Because they're actually really expensive, to buy a pair of bottle cages that weigh 24 grams, in £2 coins you have to have 720 grams. So like weight
You've
for
really
weight.
thought about that?
I have thought about it long and hard. So yeah, maybe just spend £10 on like a nylon or plastic one. It's going to be almost as light and probably going to do a better job holding your bottle in.
I think if you're, a hill climber, you really care about that stuff.
Just wouldn't have a bottle cage,
yeah,
would
true,
you?
you just wouldn't have one, yeah, true.
Next on our list is one which I've put on the list, but I feel like it's like triggering you.
I'm fuming about
Why?
this.
Why are you angry?
You're going to say what it is first.
Custom paint.
How is that not a good upgrade?
Rubbish upgrade, rubbish upgrade.
You know deep down it's a good upgrade.
No, it's not.
You're telling me you don't want your bike custom painted?
I do, but I don't think it's a good upgrade. Right.
Why?
Expensive AF.
Oh, it can be. I did it myself and I'm blinking proud of how mine turned out.
Okay, it's expensive. Admittedly, it is cool, but tell me what's it doing to your bike to make
It's
it
a
better?
great way of like personalising your bike, standing out from the crowd. And I think especially when you put effort into painting it, coming up with a design, or working with someone else to come up with a design, or whether you choose to do it yourself, that hard work pays off. Whereas, you're going out and buying carbon bottle cages.
Yeah, okay. All right, okay. I'm slightly backtracking here because...
You know what? We'll let the viewers decide. Is custom painting your bike a good or a bad upgrade? Let us know in the comments, and I think I know what most people are going to say.
All right, let me backtrack slightly. If you go somewhere that does a really good job of custom painting your bike, somewhere like Fat Creations, for example, they put a lot of time, care, and effort into it. And sometimes I've seen on some of their Instagram posts they can actually save a little bit of weight off of the frame.
Yeah.
But my reservation, God, I gotta be careful how I say this, I don't want to annoy people. My reservation about custom paint, one, it is particularly expensive. Two, it's really only like special and unique to you. So perhaps when it comes to like selling your bike, I feel like someone else isn't gonna put the same value to it as what you've maybe invested in it.
Well, I feel like if you're going to custom paint a bike, when you go to custom paint it, you'll have an idea of, do you want to keep that bike forever, or do you want to sell it on, and that'll determine what paint you'd go for. Like the one I did, like I'm probably never going to actually ride it again.
Oh, so it's more like you really wanted it and keep it.
Yeah, like that was my first ever track bike. I crashed on it, it's got a massive dent in it by custom painting it, and it looks really nice, and
well, I mean,
it's just up on the wall now.
Let's face it, the title of this video is Upgrades that are not that good, but you still want. And that's what I'm saying. Custom paint is something that's not that great, but you still want it.
Yeah.
There you go. We can agree to disagree. And next on the list, I know that you're going to absolutely rip me for, custom bolt upgrade kits where you're replacing the bolts with like aluminium or titanium ones. I mean, how cool is that? Save weight.
It's a bolt.
Looks cool.
It's a bolt.
I'm running out of other good things.
It's a bolt.
Yeah, it's a bolt.
It's a bolt.
Look, I know.
Gives me strength.
What? Let me explain. So you want to upgrade your bolts on your bike?
Who's ever thought I'm gonna treat myself and I'm gonna upgrade my bolts?
Somebody else.
You.
I have. You can get aluminium ones, although they're not very strong. You can get titanium ones, which are strong and lightweight, but super expensive. And in the grand scheme of it, it's not really going to change much of it, but it's going to make it slightly lighter. Plus, you can get cool coloured bolts, which I actually love, but I know the vast majority of people kind of hate because they clash and don't look cool. Share your thoughts, please.
I have no thoughts.
No thoughts?
I have no thoughts on this. I've never thought of upgrading a bolt.
Well, I think it is.
Maybe I just don't think hard enough about it.
I think it is a crap upgrade, but I still do think there's people out there like me that kind of still think that they want it. Right, next on the list is top tier chains, like the super bling, super fancy, expensive ones. Now, this applies to all different manufacturers and brands, but I feel like if you're going to spend all of this money on an expensive chain, you're going to want something back. Yes, it might be ever so slightly lighter than the next one down. Yes, it might shift a fraction of a second quicker or ever so slightly smoother, but at the end of the day, your chain is going to get worn out.
Exactly. I think that's the hard thing to get on board with spending a lot of money on chains, because they can. How much is like a really?
Oh, over 80 quid for a fancy one.
That's a lot for something that's just gonna get worse. I'd much rather spend that 80 quid on a new jersey or a new pair of shorts.
What's new tyres?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, new tyres would get you way more of an upgrade.
You can spend your money a lot wiser when it comes to chains.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, like for argument's sake, £80 north of £80 for a top tier chain. Whereas if you went for like a mid tier one, easily half the price, and in no way is it half as good.
And you're not going to notice the difference.
It's almost as good.
Yeah, you're not going to be like, oh, I can tell that there's not that £40 extra in this chain.
I would bet a lot of money that not a single person in the world could jump on a bike and go, oh, that's a second tier chain. That's not the top one. Maybe someone could prove me wrong.
Maybe someone has a special superpower.
Could we like almost generalise this into group sets and other components as well?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's like 1 in 5 does the job, does what you need to do. You could go higher and it can be a little bit better. Again, with wheels.
Yeah.
Like when you're looking at wheels, you've got all these different options and.
Well, I think in many cases, the top tier one isn't really like it's a lot more money to gain a little bit of extra performance.
And I think a lot of these upgrades are if you're like, these are things that you do if you're racing. So like you would you might put carbon bottle cages on your bike if you're racing. Now, like
gives a damn.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need to go fast anymore, so
get to the cafe faster though.
True.
Coffee and cake.
True.
Right, next on the list, I think it's probably an upgrade that most people will be expecting us to talk about, and that's ceramic bearings. Be that in like hubs, bottom brackets, like the oversized pulley wheels with fancy bearings in.
Again, I think if you're racing, great upgrade to make. For me now, I don't think I need it.
Yeah, I think you're quite right. I don't think nobody needs ceramic bearings.
Want.
Yeah.
Two different things.
I think they fall into this like unique product category of like, I don't think that nobody can really dispute that they are marginally better than a bog standard one. That's like not up for debate. But I think the thing that people should be wary of is like the price tag versus the upgrade and the reward that you're going to get back from it. Because we've got like super high price and fairly low like reward and upgrade levels. So if you're happy with that, that's cool, but please don't be someone that thinks it's going to like...
It's going to change your life.
It's going to revolutionise your bike, because it's not.
No.
And then final thing on our list, Manon, names on stickers. Like, talk me through it. What's your thoughts? Names on frames, not names on stickers.
Yeah, names on stickers that go on frames.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm for it. I'm for having your name on a bike. And I think this comes from, yes, you don't need it because you know what your bike looks like and you're not in a pro cycling team where all the bikes are identical and it's really hard to identify what your bike is. But I think it comes from you see pros with it, so you want it, and that's why I want it.
So name sticker on your bike is a bad upgrade that you want?
I say it's a good upgrade. It's a cheap upgrade, adds a bit of some into your bike.
You're picking it up now. I'm trying to say it's a bad upgrade.
Oh,
but
God,
whatever.
You say it's a bad upgrade.
No, well, I get your points. I think, who needs to know that it's your bike? It's your bike, so you know. You're not like, oh, I've lost my bike. Oh, there it is. It's got the sticker on. I wouldn't have recognised it otherwise. Like, who cares?
I know, but it's more than that, isn't it?
There's only one person that needs to know that that's your bike, and that's you, and you know that because it's your bike.
Yeah, but it adds a little pro.
Ask me if I've ever had a name sticker on any of my bikes.
Have you ever had a name sticker on your bike?
Yeah, I've had quite a lot, to be fair,
exactly,
even though I hate them.
Do you hate them?
A little bit, yeah. Sorry to everyone that's got a name sticker on them. I know Ollie has, actually.
Yeah, a Hank. I don't have one, actually.
Yeah. All right, well, anyway, those are some of the worst upgrades that we think you guys might still want to do. And to be honest, let's face it, we kind of want to do it as well. Yeah. If there's any other upgrades you can think of that fall into this category, let us know in the comments section down below. And yeah, like, share your thoughts on it. It'd be a great place to have, like, a real, like, backwards and forwards of people. I think there's going to be a bit of debate.
Yeah. I might get involved in the debate.
Yeah, list out the ones which you think are great and the ones that you think are absolutely awful, and yeah, we might get involved. As always, if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to GCN Tech if you want to help support what we do. That's it. See ya.
See ya.